Hi, my name is Dr. Paul, and I want to show you today how to do a Medi body pack. It's very, very important to clear your interference fields on your body. Why? Because I'll just tell you a story. When you have an interference field, like for example a cut or maybe like a surgical scar or an old injury, the fields of circuits on the body get blocked off. In acupuncture and Eastern medicine, they've discovered and they've proven through science these fields on the skin surface. This one here is the meridian called the conception vessel. So it's like a road. If it's, imagine an electrical road right there, or an electrical wire that's along there. If you cut the short circuit, that wire with a cesarean section or an episiotomy, that cuts that circuit all the way up. And I give you examples of people that have had symptoms on the upper end of the road, digestive system, stomach pains. I had a person that had an open heart surgery here. He got constipation really bad because of the circuit that was cut off here. And so what the mud pack does great and is best for doing is actually removing that interference field, because the scar tissue used to be like this, when you have like a muscle that's on top of one another, because there's several layers of muscle there, it moves good. But when you have a cut, especially a surgery cut, it cuts deep into the muscle. Now it becomes crisscross, and now there's no continuity with that circuit, and so it gets cut off. That basically causes many symptoms not only, but you can actually have deficiency of supplements. For example, if the nutrients you're taking from supplements or just for your food, if you have an interference field, it'll cut the flow of energy so that your absorption of nutrients gets reduced. So it affects a lot of different things. When I treat those situations, either with a mud pack or a laser, in this case I'm going to show you how to do the mud pack. It's called a Medi body pack. It removes that interference field for up to a year, and I think it's the most effective way of doing it. So let me get right to it, how to do a Medi body pack. Okay, so you'll need the instructions from me of where to put it. I'm going to send you, if you don't have this, you have to figure it out where they need it, first of all. And I do that through bioresonance testing. And so you always want to start with the hands and feet first, because just like the bowels and the skin, when you sweat and when you urinate, are the exit points for food toxins and environmental toxins, the hands and feet are the exit points for short circuits on the body. And so when your body is trying to detoxify, it exits electrically out of the hands and feet. So you want to start with that first. And I muscle test, do you need to get the hands and feet? Are they an interference field? And do you need to do both sides of the hands and feet or just one side? And it'll show you here exactly where to put it. Usually it takes 1 to 3 days to clear each circuit. And so here's what you need. You'll need gloves. You'll need a non-metal bowl. Okay? So I've got here a cup, and I've got here a plastic spoon. And I'm going to put several days worth. And so just plan on doing 10 days. In this case, there's 6 days of Medi packs. So I'm going to create 7 separate with sandwich bags here. And I'm just going to set it out so that it's ready to go for the next time. Okay? So I'm going to put generally 2 tablespoons per treatment area. Okay? So I'm going to put 2 tablespoons in here. And then I'm going to also put 1 betaine plus HCl, or betaine HCl, which is hydrochloric acid. And I'm just going to pour that in there like that. And I'm also going to put a aloe 200X, which helps to, all of these help with the detoxification process. So I'll put the aloe in here, and I'll make, however many I need. In this case, I need 6. So I'll make 6 bags of this. Make sure you shake it up really good. Okay? So I'm going to use this one as an example here. You shake it up real good, and you have 7 ready to go. Okay, so when I put that in here, then now you just you mix it up. Make sure it's not metal, because metal can react to it and ruin the effectiveness of it. So I'm going to put it in here. Okay, so when you're mixing this up, I'll be right back because I'm going to put water in here. And what you want to do is you want to put enough water in there to make it just be a little bit runny. So I'll be right back with the water. Okay, so I've got the water here, and for demonstration purposes, I'm just going to put enough water here to make it a little bit runny. Don't put a lot. Just start off with a little bit and then swirl it around. Add a little bit more. And keep swirling until you get a nice thin pudding-like consistency, but not as thick as a pudding. I like it a little bit runny, and I'll show you what I mean by that. Just keep adding it. I like these little dispensers. They're awesome. Okay, so just keep turning it around until you get, a consistency that's pretty loose. So that's what I got here. Okay. And then what you want to do is based on where I tell you to put it, I'm just going to do this on my hand, on my arm, so I could just demonstrate. So you take the mud pack and you put it a little bit at a time, okay? And I start off with just small pieces, small areas, and I just rub it in. Rub it in vigorously for, I've got this probably a little bit too thin, so maybe a little bit thicker, but rub it in for 3 seconds, and then cover the whole hand, depending on where I tell you. It could be this side, but I want you to get in between the fingers as well. Get in between the fingers, okay? Set the timer for 15 minutes. If you need to do both the foot and hand, do the foot. I usually start off with the right foot and right hand if both need to be done. Get the foot down, okay? Rub it on the foot in between, all the way. Cover it to the ankle bone and cover it to the wrist bone here, okay? After you've done both, then you time it for 15 minutes and then you relax. Some people think that you need to face a certain direction because of the polarity of the earth. That's fine. The best thing is to lie, sit down facing north, okay? And then if you're going to lie down, let your head face east. After 15 minutes, you're done. So what I'm going to do is just, wipe this down with water, obviously, after 15 minutes. And that, okay. And then try not to do anything. Try not to talk. Try to relax, because you're detoxifying your body. Okay. You wash it off and try to do it before 7. In fact, don't do it after 7 p.m. After you do it, go outside, walk around for about 5 minutes to get the Earth's polarity and the Earth. Call that earthing. Earthing helps get the ions from the ground. You could actually really be beneficial to walk barefoot on grass or sand and walk around for 5 minutes, or take a walk with your loving significant other. Okay. The other thing that I want you to do also is while you detoxifying outside, is wise to detoxify inside at the same time. So you're going to be taking 2 Medi Clay FX, which is an internal detox. Basically, take 2 capsules per day. For the whole time while you're doing the in this case 6 days of Medipack. You're going to just take and finish the bottle, 2 per day for 45 days, starting on day 1 of the Medipack. So that's how you do it. Don't forget to use clean, purified water. I use brookie water, or you can use reverse osmosis water, but don't use tap water. The other thing that you want to do when you're sitting down is, after I put that detox pack on me and you want to sit down, it stains. And so don't wear any good clothing. Cover it up with a saran wrap. That's why I have the saran wrap right here. Just tear a piece off and have that ready to go. And then just cover it up. And that way, if you touch yourself accidentally, it's not going to get on your clothes. Okay? And you may need to adjust the dosage. See, I got... This here is probably plenty, so you probably really don't need more than 2 tablespoons, even to cover the whole foot. And you can maybe experiment with 1.5 tablespoons so you can save more for the future. But the diagram here will show you where to put it. This will show you exactly where to put it. It'll tell you what days to put it on, and try to do it every day if you can, and at the very most every other day. This shows you to take the Medi Clay and when that affects the internal pill. And if, just in case you don't know where if I tell you to put it on your lower abdomen, for example, I may draw it on here so you'll see exactly where it's at and give you some landmarks to go by. So that's it for the Medi Clay instructions. I'll see you on the next video.